I'm going to show you how to duplicate pure gold in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. So not duplicating items and selling them to stores, just straight up, just click, 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 millions of gold in your inventory. Basically infinite gold, to the point where I think at a certain point it will crash your game, okay? So keep that in mind. So you might only want a certain amount of gold. So to do this, we're going to use the duplication glitch that I posted about the other day. And we're going to do some different stuff here. So what we're going to need here is we're at the Imperial Market District. Now you can do this in a bunch of different places, but we just need to find a barrel or any kind of container and take all the items from it, then reopen it. At the bottom there's a button that says search, press that, and now we can start duplicating items. Now what you're going to want here is something that's stackable that has no weight. So a good thing is torches. Torches and lockpicks basically are going to be your best things to do here. So let's do lockpicks because I already have a lot of them. So what you can do is you can take the same item and duplicate it over and over again. So I'm going to show on mouse and keyboard, and then we'll show on controller real fast. We're going to try to do this kind of quick though. Mouse and keyboard, super simple. You go over here, you click and hold and drag it over here, drag and drop, and you're just going to drop one. Then you do it again and it'll actually put it over there. Then you're going to drag the whole stack on top of the lockpick. It'll bring this up, and then you're going to hit enter twice. Then after that, you'll notice we have double the lockpicks. So now we can do it again. We put one over there, drag it again, then drag the whole stack, and then hit enter twice. And now we have, 3,000. Okay. Then for a controller, what we're going to do here is we're going to hit X or A, press LB or L1 in order to just do one, and then continue. Then what we're going to do is you're going to press RB and A or R1 and X at the exact same time as, not at the exact same time, kind of the same time, but the A or X comes before the RB, because if you do it too early, it'll swap to the other tab before you press A. It's kind of weird how it works. So let's try this again. So it's A and then RB. There we go. I hit A and then RB like 100 milliseconds later or something like that, and then it'll bring this up. And then all you got to do is hit A or X twice, like that. And now we can check over here, and I have 5,000. Then do it again, and then A and then RB. A and then RB. Let's try again. There we go, like that. Okay. Hit it twice, and then bam, now we have double. Okay, so you do a mouse, keyboard, you do a controller, and we're gonna do the same thing for the gold. But what you need to do is you gotta duplicate something. Lockpicks are ideal because they don't weigh anything, which is good because you're gonna have so many of these things of whatever you're doing that you won't be able to move anymore. So you need something that weighs nothing. So yeah, you're just gonna keep going like this until you have as much as you want. I'm going to skip ahead here until I have like, I don't know, 1 million. I'll show you how bad it lags you at that point. So I'm up to 750,000, and you're going to get to see how bad it lags at 1 million, and it only gets worse from here. So we put one more on, put it on, press it twice. Literally, I can't move for this long. Still waiting, still waiting. Okay, there we go. We got it. Now we have a 1.5 million. So I wouldn't recommend going past 500,000 to 2 million, somewhere in there. And save before doing this. It might crash your game, and maybe it'll crash it afterwards. I don't know. We're using the game with glitches. Okay, so once you have a ton of them, like 1.5 million, it gets really simple, actually. It's really simple to duplicate gold. So to duplicate gold, all you got to do is you got to find a living being that has gold on them. Now, you don't have to kill an innocent person and get bad rep and all that stuff. You can just go and play the game normally. When you find a cave, you kill like a goblin, and a goblin has like 3 gold on them or something. Any living creature that you kill that happens to have gold, you can do this. But just for, quickness of making this video, I'm going to do it on a person in the Imperial City that I can just kill. So they have to be dead. So you have to kill somebody who has gold, or kill like a goblin or whatever, something that has gold. And then what you're going to do is you're going to search them. You're going to remove everything off their body except for the gold. And then you're going to hit that search button at the bottom. And for mouse and keyboard, it's the same thing as I showed you earlier in the video, right? Same dupe method. So what you're going to do is you're going to take these lockpicks where we have over 1 million of them. You're going to see my money up here. I have 33,000 gold right now. We're going to drag the lockpicks onto the gold, and then we're going to hit enter, and then we're going to hit enter again. Now you see I have 1.5 million gold. And sometimes it'll have the gold. The gold will be there for multiple goes, so you can actually go multiple times. I'm not really sure what causes that. But yeah, we can do it 3 times in this case for some reason. And I think I crashed my game. So be careful because, oh, I didn't crash my game. Oh my gosh, that was a long server froze. So now I have 4.5 million gold. And then for controller, it's a little bit harder, but same thing as before. We're going to hit A and then RB. And if you do it right, you'll be on the right menu and it'll have this pop up. And then you're just going to hit continue and then hit A again or X again. And bam, 1.5 million gold. You can do it with a controller too. It's way easier to do with the mouse and keyboard though, I just want to say. So mouse and keyboard, enter, enter. Mouse and keyboard, drag it over, enter, enter. But yeah, so you can do that, and depending on how many lockpicks you want to duplicate, you can get however much gold you want to get. Every time you kill an enemy that has gold, you can duplicate more, but there is no reason to ever get this much gold. I don't know of anything in the game that costs more than like 25,000 gold or something. So duplicate however much you want to duplicate, or if you're just doing this for the hell of it because you think it's fun to just screw around with random stuff in the game, or you just want to see cool exploits and glitches, well, this is a cool exploit and glitch. Okay, so with this glitch, you can get as much gold as you want, get however much you want. It'll probably ruin your game and take a lot of the fun out for you, unless you're someone who loves exploits exclusively, and that's why you play games. But yeah, I just wanted to share it with you guys. Now you know how to duplicate pure gold in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered.